Hey, welcome to the Secret Sauce Quick Shots. I'm Kip, and these are just small bites of free PD for you, for your team, for your staff. And today I want to talk to you about having tough conversations. You know, it's something that we don't like to do, but it's also something that's necessary. And I term it as getting out in front. And for example, I had a player on the team one time who wasn't happy with playing time and wanted to know why. And so I told him when I would see him in person next, we would have that conversation. And we did. I let him know that, he was only coming to practice about 30% of the time, and his attitude needed to improve to be more we before me, which is one of our team cultures. And also that, he was a freshman. He was a small guy, which he can't help, but he just wasn't physically ready yet, is what I let him know. And so having those tough conversations is, it let him know where he stood, what he needed to work on. And then there's times where even then you have parents that get upset and aren't happy with those kind of things and still want to come at you. And that's where you kind of gotta have to have your boundaries. Like John Gordon says in his book, The Energy Bus, no energy vampires, and you may have to cut them loose. But when you get out in front with your students, with your players, with your staff, and you have those tough conversations, you're not going to please everyone with what you have to say. And if you want to be a people pleaser, go sell ice cream. But you need to have those so people know where they stand. They know they can trust you. Be consistent with what you say. Have it align with your core values, the values of your team, the values of your classroom, the values of your school. And you're going to continue to grow your culture. And again, you can't please everybody. Not everyone is going to be happy, but you got to have those tough conversations. I also do it in the classroom. If there is a kid who is struggling with his behavior or academically or social, emotionally, or whatever it may be, before I have that phone call home, I pull that kid aside and let him know why we need to do things a bit different and how that's going to help him not just be a better student or make better grades, but how it's going to help him grow or her grow as a person, and how it's going to help the classroom. Give them that why and purpose behind it all. And then if it doesn't improve, I don't like to do it, but you make those phone calls home. And again, you try to get out in front and provide solutions. Let them know that you're there for them, that you see, hear, and you value them and you love them. And most often, those kids will turn around with a conversation that you have with them. And sometimes it takes a phone call home, and usually it becomes a team effort, and you end up doing great things for those kids. It can also have a flip side to it when you're building good relationships with students and staff, players on your team. They're going to feel more secure in coming to you to have a tough conversation. Recently, I had a player come to me, and he's been doing a fantastic job as a leader and on the field, and he just wanted to know that, why he wasn't chosen as a captain. He was one of the top scorers from the team the year before, had been one of the main guys, and he saw a freshman come in and get one of the captain's positions, and he wasn't complaining. He wasn't having a negative attitude. He was still the we before me, which is one of my things when I coach. But he just wanted to know why. And when I explained to him, I just said, I know you're a great player, but I think you can be a phenomenal player and go to the next level. And I didn't want you to be focusing on leading and being a captain and what goes with that. I wanted you to focus on you and becoming the best you could be, and being more humble and being more selfless for the team. And when we talked, man, it made a lot of sense to him, and it just brought me and him closer together and on the same page. So again, I encourage you, have those tough conversations. Get out in front. Sometimes you have to cut loose energy vampires and put boundaries in between yourself and them. But have the tough conversations, because usually that's what kind of cements a bond between you and that student, that player, or that staff member. You guys can catch more of these free PD videos at my website at www.kipschubert.com, on our Facebook page, also on our YouTube channel, which is All the Secret Sauce with Kip Schubert. Check them out. Use them for yourself. Use them for your team. use them for your staff. We're also booking now for spring speaking engagement, so get a hold of us. I'd love to come share my hope and my truth and my story with you, your staff, and your students. Until next time.